Horoscope predictions.
Aries.
Your instinct may be to take immediate action, but the real progress comes when you step back long enough to understand the bigger picture. A work matter, plan, or conversation that has felt stuck shows signs of movement once you stop trying to force it. You'll also notice physical cues: tight shoulders, scattered breathing, or rushing through tasks that remind you to slow down. The day rewards measured steps, not sprinting toward the next thing. Instead of reacting on impulse, give yourself a moment to process. Someone in your life appreciates your presence more than your solutions, and showing up with calm honesty goes further than a dramatic display. You may also feel the need to clarify a boundary you've been too lenient with. Set it with steady confidence, not confrontation. Lucky colors: rust, flint, indigo. Lucky numbers: 1, 16, 27.
Taurus.
Financially, emotionally, and in your physical space, something small but persistent in your environment calls for your attention. And fixing it instantly unblocks mental clutter you didn't realize you were carrying. Work matters feel more manageable when you stick to your natural pace instead of matching the urgency of others. Today asks you to trust your ability to build progress through consistent effort rather than pressure. Someone may confide in you or ask for your opinion. Your instinct is to be supportive, but remember to check in with yourself first. If you've been putting off an uncomfortable discussion, the energy of the day helps you address it without conflict. Relationships benefit from clear expectations and practical expressions of care. By evening, your sense of steadiness returns, and a small accomplishment brings satisfaction. Lucky colors: taupe, moss, champagne. Lucky numbers: 4, 20, 31.
Gemini.
Your thoughts are active today, but in a way that can quickly turn into mental overload if you're not careful. You may be juggling conversations, shifting plans, or new ideas that all demand attention at once. The key is to avoid responding automatically to every message or request. You operate at your best when you filter out unnecessary noise. A task you've postponed because it felt tedious suddenly feels easier once you finally start it. As the day continues, clarity settles in. Someone may open up to you, and even though your instinct is to jump in with quick feedback, it's better to give the conversation some breathing room. Creative or communication-based projects benefit from simplicity, less sparkle, more precision. You might encounter an unexpected opportunity or invitation that broadens your perspective. Stay open, but not scattered. Lucky colors: clove, ivory, aqua. Lucky numbers: 12, 30, 46.
Cancer.
You're especially tuned in to subtle emotional cues today, which helps you understand what people aren't saying out loud. This insight is useful, but only if you avoid carrying responsibilities that aren't yours. The morning may bring a heavier chore, family matter, or practical task that requires patience rather than speed. Focus on what's essential and leave the rest for another day. Emotional boundaries matter more than ever right now. As the afternoon unfolds, you feel a clearer sense of direction regarding a financial decision or long-term plan. You may connect with someone who helps you see a situation more realistically. Instead of craving dramatic reassurance, you're craving consistency, and today you start defining what that actually means for you. A small routine or personal comfort grounds you in a meaningful way. Lucky colors, fog, cobalt, almond. Lucky numbers, 6, 18, 42.
Leo.
Your voice carries more weight today, and people respond strongly to your leadership, whether you intend to lead or not. Work discussions or personal exchanges feel smoother, and your input lands clearly. Use the morning to address matters that require confidence or initiative. There's an opportunity to reset expectations with someone who's been misreading your intentions. Just be mindful of coming on too strong. Your presence already fills the room. As the day develops, you may reconnect with something that fuels your identity, a hobby, idea, or creative spark you've set aside. This isn't about performing for others, it's about returning to what makes you feel alive. Simple, honest expression creates better outcomes than grand gestures. Evening brings a wave of renewed motivation toward a goal you briefly abandoned. Lucky colors, saffron, graphite, pine. Lucky numbers, 3, 24, 40.
Virgo.
You're sharp today, but you may also feel the pull toward micromanaging, especially if you sense that people around you are being careless or vague. The morning is great for streamlining tasks or clearing backlogs, but remind yourself that not everything needs to be perfected immediately. A conversation may highlight something you've been quietly worrying about. Take the information in, but don't rush into a full-scale solution yet. By afternoon, you'll notice that a simple shift in perspective resolves more than expected. Someone acknowledges your reliability, and even if you brush it off, it matters. There's also space today for a grounded emotional exchange that clears tension without drama. By nightfall, you'll have a new sense of which habits truly help you and which routines only drain your time and energy. Lucky colors, pearl, walnut, violet. Lucky numbers, 5, 33, 48.
Libra.
Today brings attention to how you manage the give and take of your relationships. You might feel pulled to say yes quickly, just to keep the peace, but pause long enough to consider whether the request aligns with your actual needs. A morning conversation may reveal a dynamic you've been overlooking. This is not a day to avoid truths, it's a day to handle them calmly and reasonably. As the afternoon progresses, clarity arrives once you ask more direct questions. Creative ideas flow smoothly, and you may feel inspired to refresh your surroundings or adjust your personal style. A supportive message or gesture boosts your confidence unexpectedly. When you choose actions that genuinely match your values rather than simply maintaining harmony, you regain your balance. Lucky colors, lilac, pewter, coral. Lucky numbers, 214, 37.
Scorpio.
You're in a highly introspective mood, but it leads to productive insights instead of emotional overwhelm. The morning encourages you to reassess boundaries, commitments, or unfinished conversations that haven't felt quite right. You're able to detect inconsistencies or hidden motives with unusual clarity. This helps you cut through distraction and focus on what actually matters. Later, a meaningful moment of honesty, whether internal or shared, helps reset your emotional direction. If you've been feeling pressure around a responsibility or plan, today helps you step back and approach it more realistically. Your ability to strategize quietly and effectively becomes a strength. Tonight brings a stronger sense of inner alignment, even if nothing externally dramatic occurs. Lucky colors, obsidian, crimson, fern. Lucky numbers 11, 22, 43.
Sagittarius.
Today encourages you to reconnect with purpose while staying grounded in your responsibilities. You may feel restless in the morning, especially if there's a list of tasks you've been ignoring. But once you finally address them, you'll realize they're easier than you anticipated. Avoid scattering your attention across multiple new ideas at once. Narrowing your focus actually increases your freedom, not the other way around. A social interaction, message, or curious encounter later in the day may spark enthusiasm. Before you jump in headfirst, take a moment to consider long-term implications. Someone close to you may offer a perspective that reshapes the decision you're contemplating. Tonight brings a softer, steadier wave of optimism, less impulsive, more intentional. Lucky colors, dune, azure, burgundy. Lucky numbers 7, 28, 35.
Capricorn.
You begin the day with a practical mindset and a strong desire to get things in order. Projects or responsibilities that once felt overwhelming now seem more manageable when broken into smaller steps. Someone may rely on your leadership or clarity, but resist the urge to take over everything. Guide, don't absorb. Financial decisions benefit from a slower, more thorough review. In the afternoon, the path forward becomes clearer. People may naturally seek your advice, and your grounded perspective helps stabilize situations that felt uncertain. If you've been wrestling with a long-term plan, today offers gentle reassurance, not flashy, but solid. A small success or acknowledgement in the evening reminds you that your efforts are stacking up in meaningful ways. Lucky colors, slate, terracotta, pinewood. Lucky numbers 8, 19, 44.
Aquarius.
Your focus shifts toward how your environment affects your mental clarity. You may feel compelled to reorganize something, adjust your routine, or reset expectations with someone whose energy has been distracting. Direct communication works better today than passive hints. If someone challenges your idea, treat it as a chance to refine, defend it. Later, you feel a renewed spark of curiosity or inspiration. You may explore something new, whether it's a concept, hobby, or conversation that shakes you out of stagnation. Personal insights arrive suddenly and surprisingly accurately. Evening energy supports planning, brainstorming, or restructuring the next steps of an ongoing project or vision you've been quietly shaping. Lucky colors, mist, sapphire, clay. Lucky numbers 9, 23, 50.
Pisces.
Your emotional perception is strong today, helping you read between the lines with ease. Early in the day, a practical matter, money, scheduling, or a lingering commitment requires your focus. Handle it before you drift into distraction. You may notice a pattern that drains your energy more than you realized, and acknowledging it is the first step toward changing it. As the afternoon unfolds, the emotional tone softens. Someone may open up to you, deepening trust. You gain clarity about what you actually need instead of hoping others will guess. Creativity flows stronger, but in a grounded way that helps you solve real-life problems instead of escaping them. You end the day with a sense of internal resolution and a clearer emotional roadmap. Lucky colors, lavender, ocean, wheat. Lucky numbers 13, 29, 41.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video for more daily star wisdom. Let me know your sign in the comments and how this day unfolds for you. I'll see you tomorrow for another celestial check-in. Thank you so much for watching.